Sri Lanka and United States have announced the first ever partnership dialogue between the two nations. The dialogue will focus on a range of bilateral issues to strengthen ties between the countries. The US has reaffirmed its support for Sri Lanka's reform agenda and explores greater cooperation in development, security, economic growth and regional connectivity.
US State Department Councillor Thomas Shannon, who is in Sri Lanka for a two-day visit, announced that the partnership dialogue will be held in Washington, D.C. in February next year. Shannon hoped that the meeting will provide an opportunity for United States to engage directly with the people of Sri Lanka and the government.
Our cooperation benefits communities where returnees are facing hardship. We will assist reconciliation and broader transitional efforts at the household level, community level, and national level. We will foster greater trade and investment to raise incomes, create jobs, and improve standards of living in both countries.
Shannon also met Sri Lankan Foreign Minister Mangala Samaravira to decide on the structure of the meeting.
We discussed and decided on the key areas on which this dialogue will be based, namely governance, development cooperation and people-to-people ties, economic cooperation, security cooperation, and international and regional affairs. These four areas were decided upon after discussion with both President and Prime Minister during the last few months, in the context of ways and means of developing the US-Sri Lanka relationship.
Shannon is the third high-ranking US official to visit Sri Lanka after President Maithripala Sirisena took charge of the office in January. Earlier, US had drafted a resolution at the UN for promoting reconciliation, accountability and human rights in Sri Lanka in the aftermath of the nearly 3 decades of war in the country.